Hello, fellow Survey of Christian Theology students and Professor Roberts. I'm Tyler Smith, and I'm here to do the discussion for Module 2. This week's video response is to record a 2 to 3 minute video in which I'll discuss one way I have come to know, feel, or sense something about God through general revelation. Because we are talking about general revelation, please avoid using scripture. After I have discussed a way I have experienced general revelation, please discuss how this experience is limited in its ability to make sense of God. For me, this really hits home because I would say my belief in God stems from this. That before general revelation, I had no interest in God and no belief in God. I'm 22 years old. For the first 20 years of my life, I was agnostic. I didn't believe in God. Didn't necessarily believe he didn't exist, but didn't have any reason to believe he existed. I grew up in a Christian home. My mom and dad are both pastors. I'm adopted by them. They're really great people. Always encouraged me to seek out truth and not just to accept fact, but really research things and study them, which has always caused me to be a critical thinker. Was never forced to go to church or anything. Well, I was forced to go to church when I was really young, but once I was old enough to be on my own, my parents didn't make me go to church. And I hit a point in my life when I was about 20 where I hit rock bottom. Things were just really bad for me. And I moved to Australia for a year, trying to find myself, I guess, or try to find the reason I was alive, my purpose, if you will. And what I would do a lot is, I still do this a lot, is go outside and just look at the sky, look at clouds or stars. And they've always fascinated me because they're so beautiful, so intricate. And it's hard for me to wrap my head around there not being a creator when there's such creative design and things like that. So for me, I guess that's one of the reasons I was always agnostic, was how could there not be some kind of creator, creative being, when there's so much creation around us, so much beauty. Now I know people explain things other ways, and there's other beliefs, and I respect that, and I don't say they're wrong for that. But for me, the reason I came to believe in the God of Christianity is I looked at the world around us, and there's such a beautiful world, but then I thought, why do humans exist? You look around, and if there was another God, a God that's not the God of Christianity, a God that doesn't love humans, why have free will? Why have the ability to make decisions the way we do? It doesn't really make sense. If you were a God that just wanted a creature to give you praise, you would just make a creature that would give you praise, but that's not how we are. We have the ability to not give praise. So when I thought about that, the only God that really makes sense is the God of Christianity, because he's a God that wants our affection, wants our love, but doesn't require it. And if you're a God that doesn't care about that at all, why even make humans? Why do we exist? So I think humans having free will is the evidence of a God of love, and I think the best description of that is the God of Christianity. I think he's the one that best fits that description. I then started reading my Bible, going to church, not necessarily believing in God, but understanding that I think there is a God. I wasn't sure if it was the God of Christianity or not. I had a very spiritual moment, and I know that's like very cliche to say when you're trying to prove God, but I did, and it's a very personal moment for me, and it caused me to have a lot of faith in God. But before I had that experience, I still knew there had to be a God out there, and that was due to general revelation. It is limited because it didn't prove the existence of God, it just proved the existence of something more than just chance. In my opinion, it proves that. But personal faith took place that went on to make me believe in the God of Christianity. Thanks. I hope this discussion helped you see what I believe about this, and I'd love to hear your guys' responses, and I'm excited to read all your guys' posts. Have a great day.